I'll tell you the title of the story, and then you tell me if you want to hear it. Okay? Here's the title. I had an unexpected threesome with my best friend and my boyfriend. Am I wrong to feel extremely betrayed by them both? You want to find out if she's wrong? To feel betrayed or not? You want to hear? Hell yeah. You want to hear? Let's hear it. Let's lock in. Let's listen to it. Just the other night, I was hanging out with my best friend and my boyfriend in her apartment. It started out innocently enough with us playing games and watching movies. Then we started playing Never Have I Ever, and the questions were pretty sexual. She then asked, "Never have I ever had a threesome?" And both me and my boyfriend said no. Her entire vibe changed to the point it was scary, and she looked at us both. She said, "What if we do something crazy?" I kind of laughed because no part of me could have ever fathomed what she meant. But then she scooted closer to my boyfriend and started kissing him. On the lips. He wasn't stopping her. I just froze. It felt surreal, like a dream or nightmare. There they were, making out like it was the most natural thing in the world. I think I had a trauma response of sorts and kind of tricked myself into thinking this was normal. I can't explain it, but it's like my brain wasn't ready to feel the extent of what was happening, so it tricked itself. They started undressing each other, and on instinct, I undressed myself too. This isn't a sex sub, so I won't go into the dirty details, but a full-fledged threesome occurred between us. Nah, bro. I'm just if a dude just starts kissing on my wife out of nowhere, talking about want to have a threesome, you're gonna be shocked, but just like you're gonna eventually be like, "What the fuck? We're about to fight, bro. What the fuck are you doing? Like, no one asked for this shit. You can't just come on to me like this. No one asked for this shit." Hold on. It continues. The next morning, I woke up at first believing I had dreamt it, but there they were, naked on the floor together. I still couldn't process what the hell occurred, so I just kind of ran out. When it finally hit me, I had a full-fledged breakdown. I've gotten calls and texts from both of them asking if I'm okay. I haven't responded. I can't respond. I've thrown up twice from the intrusive memories. I didn't want this. Why did I go along with this? Why didn't I stop it? Why did she start it? Questions just keep swimming in my brain. I don't know what the hell to do. Last text from my boyfriend was, "I hope you aren't upset. I think that was such a special event in our relationship, even though it was insane. He's knocked on my door and I haven't opened it. I have no idea where to go from here. I still love him, but I can't look at him the same. I mean, I freaking saw his penis go in and out of my best friend, not to mention her. I feel like I've been betrayed in the most disgusting way, even though I let it happen / participated. Am I right to feel like they did wrong? Am I right to feel like they did me wrong in the worst way?" What do you guys think? Is she right to feel like they did her wrong? Even though she sat there and watched it happen, participated in it, didn't stop it. Is she right to feel like they did wrong? They did her dirty. Nah, she right. They raw dogged her. Nah, she's right to feel. In my opinion, she's right to feel that way. Like I get in the moment where you're in just so much shock, you're like, what the hell do I do? But what's even worse is that your boyfriend is just like going along with it. He's just like, yeah, sure, let's do it. Makes it look so natural, like they just been fucking the whole time. And it just makes you want to be like, okay, I guess we're doing this. Yeah, definitely. I think you should just walk away from this relationship in the end. This should be one of those relationships that you should just walk away from, I think. In my honest opinion, is like, this is done. You're never gonna look at him the same. Like, you watch his penis go balls deep in another girl. I mean, it wasn't, I mean, the nuts were hanging out, but you get it. Yeah. I don't know if condoms were used. I don't know. Like, there's no way you're looking at the same. Bad boyfriend. Bad, yeah. L boyfriend, L boyfriend, L best friend. That wasn't a random lady. That wasn't a random lady either. That was her best friend. That was her best friend, bro. Her best friend. Someone she genuinely trusted. That was like, let's do something crazy. Let's have a fucking threesome with your boyfriend. Yeah, no way. No fucking way. No fucking way. Okay, there's an update on it. There's an update. Update. Hey guys, I figured I should add this to my post rather than respond to a bunch of people with it. I met with my boyfriend about the situation. In a nutshell, this is what I got out of him. I asked a lot of questions. Number 1, no, he hasn't been sleeping with her the whole time. That night was the first time. So he says. Number 2, he didn't actively want to sleep with her, but he wouldn't have said no either. He put this down to being a horny guy. What? Number 3, he thought that the vibe was super sexual even before she came onto him, and that he expected it to happen and thought I did too. What? What the hell do you mean? He thought, he did want to actively sleep with her. This just negates the whole line before that. He clearly wanted to actively sleep with her. He wanted to have his dick hanging out. What are you talking about? Talking about, yes, he is horny. You're right, he is horny. And he just wants to go around fucking. Like, what are you? No. Come on now. He mentioned how sexual the questions were and her straight up saying we were turning her on with our answers. She did say this, but I thought she was joking. What? This is your best friend? I feel like you should know a little bit more whether she's joking or not. Number 4, he didn't push her away because he thought it would be a fun experience for all of us. I feel like if your best friend came on to me and started kissing me, I would instantly look at you and been like if I was the one that was down for it for real, I would have to look at you and be like, are we okay with this? Like, are we cool? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be like, are we cool with this together? Are we cool with this? Number 5, he admitted to being turned on by her boldness and doing it in front of me. Number 6, he thought that if she did it so easily, it meant she and I talked about it beforehand, and that's why we invited him. See, number 6 is reasonable. Number 6, that could be possible. Nah, he was turned on way. Yeah, that's true. He probably was turned on way before that, but that could be possible. Number 7, they didn't have sex after I left, but they did express regret over possibly hurting me, and he left as soon as he could. Are you sure they didn't do it? Are you sure they didn't do the deed after you left? Are you absolutely positive? I asked if I could see his phone to see if he'd been talking to her. He admitted that they did message a bit after the ordeal, but it was nothing serious. I asked if I could see, and he got kind of panicky, which made my heart drop. He was like, let me remind you that I was still in the mindset that it was a special moment for us. So I knew I was going to get sick from what I saw, but I needed the full truth of the situation, so I asked anyway. He showed me their DMs. He showed the DMs. Do you want to read the DMs? Do you want to read the? I can stop here. If this is our first time ever reading a Reddit story on stream, we don't have to. I can stop right here. We don't have to go on. We do not. This is a test. This was a test. We don't have to go on. We don't. Lax, welcome in. Good to have you. Butt Whipper, watch your tone. You're banned. Ban Butt Whipper right now. Get on my chat with that foolishness. This story is cap. You think it's cap? I don't know. Does it grip? It does grip. Great question. Go, read it. Let's go. Her. All right, this is what she said. Her. Let me know if you get in touch with my name. Him. I will. Can I be honest though? Her. Of course. Him. Last night was the best night of my life. Wow. Wow. What? I'm imagining that if she saw that text, I'm imagining that if she saw that text, she would get pretty heated right there. She would get pretty heated. She's thinking like, what do you mean? It was the best night of your life going balls deep into my best friend? It was the best night of your life? All right. Her, me too. I feel bad that my name might feel bad, but God, it was so hot. So she loved it too. Him, I'll be sad if we can't do that again. Her, you're everything she said you were. Dog. Dog. So your best friend has been plotting. It sounds like your best friend has been plotting this. No, 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 no. No, your best. No, 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 no. The best friend has been plotting this. She was jealous. Facts, facts. That's a fact coming, right? She definitely. Sounds like your girlfriend talks about you a lot, and her best friend wanted a taste for herself. She wanted a taste for herself, and now that you've given it up, you've kind of fucked up the whole vibe. You kind of. Oh my God. Him. She talks about me like that? I'm embarrassed. LOL. Her. All the time. I low-key wanted to see for myself. You gotta walk out of this, bro. Yeah, this is a situation you have to leave at this point. There's no way you can be in a situation with your boyfriend or your best friend. This is there. You have no best friend anymore, and you have no boyfriend anymore. They are. How can you trust them not to fuck behind your back? No, serious question. How can you now trust them not to be smashing behind your back? It was so hot. Huh? Maybe she doesn't want to participate anymore, but we still can. We can still do our thing. We can even find another third partner. Like, right? How can you trust them? You can't. You can't. After that, he started complimenting her sex skills and stuff, which I quickly skimmed over because I knew I'd get sick if I fully processed them. I skimmed over the rest of the conversation really because at this point, I just couldn't handle seeing anything else of that nature. I scrolled up in their DMs and only saw occasional memes and reposts, so I'm pretty confident that last night was the first time. It still doesn't make me feel better though, considering while I was having a literal breakdown, they were complimenting each other's sex skills and bodies. I told him to leave and he begged me to forgive him for everything, but I told him to go fuck her again since he loved it so much. At this point, I'll probably block them both and just focus on healing and moving on because I know I'm not the kind of person to get over that at all. Thanks everyone for your advice and support. It truly made me feel worlds better. Yeah. I think the best thing to do is block and move on, bro. I think that's a great end to the story. Right? That's a great end to the story. Like to block, move on, and heal on your own. Because like that is definitely a traumatic situation for you. Definitely was. I'm honestly sorry that happened to you. This is cap, right, Ducky? I don't think it is cap. I don't. These are just grown-up stories. I genuinely think these are just grown-up stories. For sure, there are some stories on here that could be fake, but there are times where it's just like real shit be happening, bro. Like shit just be happening. Like